had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you.
I'm just sitting here in front of the telly because it was a good excuse, and I'm doing a few jobs. So I've made up some bags of jumbo sewing clips, made up some stitch markers, and right now I am punching holes in the cards and then adding some baker's twine for stitch markers to go on. So if you buy a stitch marker, then they come out on a card like this. I'm using this really useful punch tool. I think it's called a crocodile, maybe. It's by We Are Memory Keepers, which is like a scrapbooking sort of paper craft company, and you can punch holes in it. You've got two different sizes. There's a hole punch on the top. You've got a little guide thing so you can make sure that they're always in at the same level, like when you do that kind of thing. And it also attaches eyelets and brads to your paper crafting, so it's really useful for me for doing the scrapbooking. And you pull these out and then you can flip them around to change the size. It's a really good tool because I have just managed to punch this many cards really quickly. I don't have to do one at a time. I can do a little bundle at a time. It's an excellent punch. And I've just pulled out some baker's twine to tie in to the cards, and I'm sitting watching Vlogmas videos, not Vlogmas, Vlogtobers. It's a really good excuse to have them on, and I'm watching Suzanne of Green Lambkin at the moment, and I've been watching, I was watching Gaina, Tales from Cuckoo Land earlier. She's not doing Vlogtober, but I've caught up on her videos, and I'm going to be watching Ali of This Little Wonderful Life because she is doing Vlogtober as well. I would like to watch some others, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get the time, but if I do, I'll squeeze them in too. Good afternoon. You can see me with the steering wheel there. My phone holder fell off and I've stuck it back up, but obviously not in a very good position. Coming to you on a Monday afternoon, and I feel very cheeky because it's Monday afternoon for a start, and I am taking myself out. It's the beginning of our October holidays for school, so schools are off for 2 weeks. Joshua has gone off to his dad's today. I went to the gym, and then I decided that the sun is shining. It's one of those beautiful autumnal days and nature is just calling me, and I want to go to some woodlands for a walk because the woods at this time of year is just amazing. You can't see me with the steering wheel. Yeah, I love the woods. I love looking for mushrooms. I love the colours of the trees. I love all the stuff on the woodland floor, like acorns and beech nuts and whatever else. So I'm going out. It's a bit late because the day was just, later. Everything happened later than planned today, but it's fine, and I just wanted to get out. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm driving to a nearby loch called Loch Leven. Mary Queen of Scots was imprisoned on a little island on this loch, so you may have heard of it. It's a huge loch. You can walk around it. It is about 16 miles to walk around it. Needless to say, I wouldn't manage that. But I have done most of it in like shorter stretches. There's just one segment of it I haven't done, from about 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock, if you imagine that. It's like a clock face. So maybe one day I'll do that. Today I'm going to walk around the sort of southern bit, which is the really woodlandy bit that I like. The drive out there is beautiful, as you can imagine, as well. It's really like countrysidey, and you can see how sunny the car is on the video there. So I'm going to turn the camera around in a bit and I'll let you see some of the scenery because it's just absolutely beautiful. You can tell it's like autumn because the sun is just so low, casting such low shadows as well. But the clocks haven't changed yet, so I've got a bit of daylight until about, well, I don't know, 6 o'clock. I shouldn't be out that long. I plan to do a walk for about an hour and a half. That should be enough. And then get home, I have got a load of orders to pack, so I'm just sort of switching my day up a bit today, and I'm going to go home and pack and then have a sort of late-ish dinner. I think my dinner is already made because I cooked it last night, so feeling very smug at that. So let's get to the loch, shall we? It's really nice out. I'm glad I made it out for a walk. It's very quiet though, which is nice, but when you're out on your own sometimes it can be a bit creepy, especially in woods. But look at the sun, it's beautiful. I've seen loads of mushrooms, heard loads of geese because they all come to the loch. You know, the loch is just over there. You can't see the water at all times, which is quite nice, I suppose, because it is a nature reserve, so it means that the public are kind of kept away from the wildlife. But there was a hide which I took you in earlier. So I've walked for about 45 minutes and then turned back. So all in all that will be an hour and a half, which is a pretty decent walk considering I've been at the gym as well this morning and already done half an hour on the treadmill. So that should be a good few miles. It's kind of chilly, so I'm glad I put my big jumper on, big cosy one. Yeah, it's lovely. Feels really nice to be out. I knew it would, so I'm glad I came.
Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio's playing our song. And then you stood there smiling at me as so many times before. I'll never wanna be away, leave you again. You are all I want and more. It's true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for long. Lost again, going back around, dreaming of a time when I get things right. Lost in the shadows of a million stars. Shouldn't they enlighten my near and far? Shouldn't they at all just tell me where you are? Send a prayer if I'm out of luck. Send a little love and I'll make it back. Send me a letter and a bottle of wine, telling me I will be fine. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway hard, halfway hard. Sing to me if I lose my voice. Said a better route if I lose my course. Count on my company and I will come. Save me when I am falling. Save me when I am falling. Save my love when I fall. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far. Pick me up when I'm in pieces. Oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Baby, I'm stuck with a halfway heart. Slip away if I come too far.
Good morning. It's a Monday morning. I've been to the gym. I've got my Monday jumper on. I've just made a coffee and I've used some coconut milk in this one, so it's going to be nice. Need to do my hair because I've been just in the shower from the gym. I've come up to my sewing room. Look at the beautiful tree. Look at the colours on that tree. So gorgeous this time of year. Such a nice sight. It's Monday, but I've spent the weekend doing some accounts, which has been rubbish, but needs must because I have to do a tax return, being a small business, and obviously I could have done it at any point in the past year, but I'm doing it now, which is fine. So I've been doing the accounts over the weekend, and today I'm going to file the tax return. So hopefully by the end of the day I shall feel like a bit of a weight has been lifted off my shoulder, because it does hang over you for a long time, obviously not doing it. And I always say I'll do my accounts on a monthly basis and I never ever do it, so here I am. I've had a really lovely weekend. It's actually the end of our October holidays. School went back today. We get 2 weeks October holidays, and we've had a really nice time. We've had days out, we've had walks. My teenager was willing to go for walks. It's been really nice. He's been really good company. Sometimes when you have a child it can go either way, but it's been really good. And then over the weekend I had Saturday on my own I did some accounts in the morning, and then I went out in the afternoon, took myself out, and I drove to Perth, which is quite far away from us. It's quite far for me, I'm not a very confident driver, and I had to go on the motorway, so I felt really good that I had managed it and did it on my own. And yeah, I didn't get any didn't get into trouble, didn't get lost. I did end up going over the same bridge 3 times because I missed like the right turning off the motorway, and but I got there in the end and I had a beautiful walk. It was a really sort of misty autumny day, so I didn't get the views that I'd hoped for, but it was great to get out. And then I managed to get myself to my favourite little vintagey, it's like a Victorian cafe, and they just serve everything on like mismatched vintage china, and I got lovely carrot cake, which I had been actually thinking about all week, so glad they had it. And I just felt really pleased with myself for having got myself out and getting there, so yeah, that felt good. And then yesterday, the Sunday, we had the final day of the holidays. Joshua was here, he even said we could go for a little walk, which we did. Just had a lazy day, and then we had homemade pizza at night, which was really good, one of my best. So yeah, I'm not feeling particularly refreshed from the holidays because it's been so busy, but I haven't done much work, so I'm ready to get back into work. I've had a few people contact me lately for stuff, so I told them to contact me again now after the holidays, so I'm just waiting on hearing from those, and then I'll get back into it. But for today it's going to be computers and admin work, I think. Yes, I'm going to get on with it, get it out the way, and hopefully by this evening feel a whole lot better.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you. 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
Is there anything more inviting looking than a cosy stack of blankets? It just makes me want to get all wrapped up. This is a V-stitch blanket that I made quite a few years ago. I thought I'd done 2 rows the same there, but they are slightly different colours. Really like that one. And that's a granny stripe. Love that one. I use that one quite a lot in the evenings. That is my little fluffy cushion cover that I have been making for ages. I haven't picked that up for a while, but I just added it to the picture. And that is a big granny stripe, no, granny square blanket, which has been joined with pink. Maybe I'll pull it out and let you have a better look. They're on the back of the couch. I've just put them there for the moment, but this is my handmade quilt that I made about 11-12 years ago. I like to run before I can walk, and one of the first things I wanted to make when I started sewing was a handmade quilt, and I did. It's huge. It's not perfect at all. It's very, very crinkly, probably more crinkly than it should be, but I absolutely love it. And yeah, it was one of the first things that I made, and then I tried some easier stuff. I also made a quilt for Joshua's bed, and he's still got it there. And I've got various other little quilts dotted around the house. But I just love patchwork, and I love heavily quilted things. The quilting part is the lines or the stitching you do to sandwich the 3 layers together. So you've got your top and your bottom and a middle layer. So that's what the quilting is. And the patchwork is the patching your fabric together, sewing different fabrics together. I love it. The fabrics that I used were from a pack by Sweetwater Fabrics, and it's called Sunkissed. And they're just all such pretty colours, and I thought it'd be easier to buy a pack of fabrics that were already in the same range of fabrics, and that way you know that they all go. But I love that. I have a great sense of achievement from having made that. This is the granny square blanket. I really like it, but I hate joining granny squares, so I'll never make a granny square blanket like that again. I'll do one that you just make constantly, like granny stripe or a giant granny square. Colours look a bit weird today. That kind of looks green, but it's like a top colour. The weather is grotty today, so the lighting's not great. This is not finished. I always intended to add more of a border to it. I really like this style of border. It's just a row of the treble granny cluster, and then probably just a double crochet in each gap, and then a few chains. I'm showing you that kind of upside down. It would be like a double crochet, a few chains, and then a double crochet again. Obviously English terms of double crochet, American that's single crochet. Got a cute little stitch marker in there, little donut, yum. Can't remember whether that is one from someone else or one that I had in my shop, because I'm sure I had donuts at one point. Does look like a Chapel View Crafts one though, so it might be that. So yeah, love this, love the colours. As you can see from most of my blankets, I've just used the same wools, which is fine. I think they've all got a bit of a Cath Kidston theme to them, which I love. Maybe one day I'll go back and finish this. Maybe now would be a good time to add more of the border actually, because it's so big, it would be so cosy to work under. So it's a good idea to dig out your whips sometimes, isn't it? And I didn't intend to do that today at all. I was just looking for something nice to add into the video. But yeah, seeing this now has maybe made me want to do a bit more, but I'm not sure what else to do on the border or what colour to do. I'll need to see what wool I've actually got, because I don't really want to have to buy more wool. But I have got all these colours in my big basket from my Scrappy Granny Stripe, which I should have brought down and added to the photo, shouldn't I? It's upstairs. But I should have, maybe I could do, I think a big pink border might be too much. Cream would be too boring. What do you think? What colour could I do the border in? I really like doing like a scalloped border to finish my blankets, or some sort of pattern on the edge. So what I would maybe do is 2 or 3 rows of some colour, and then finish off with a little scallop or something, but I don't know what colour. Should I just use this colour, the top? I don't know. I've been back at it again with the gorgeous Tilda fabrics. So I've been digging out more beautiful combinations, as well as the ones that I said I was going to do. I've got another stack of crochet hook rows here in the making. Done some new combinations. I've done did the red stripe with the blue floral on a pouch, and it was gorgeous. Can't remember if I did it on a crochet hook row, but I've done another one anyway. I've got the stripe and the pink floral. This one's lovely. The purpley outer with a lovely faded red stripe in it. That is just, oh, I love that so much. Got dots and the purple floral as the inside, and I've done the bees with that mustard because that combination is just amazing, and I did that on a pouch too. Then I've got this one, which is the mustard on the outside and the stripe on the inside. you have to use your imagination. Obviously they don't look like crochet hook rolls just yet. I've also got a stack ready in the making of bags, project bags. I have got some new fabrics. I went to the fabric shop last week, got some Christmassy fabrics. Look how beautiful this is, and the little birdies are metallic, and so are some of the little leaves and some of the other accents, but that is beautiful, and that's a sort of pale minty aqua colour. The weather today is just grotty, so the lighting is terrible. So that's beautiful. That's going to make some gorgeous Christmassy project bags. And how cute, little Santa in his car going to pick up his Christmas tree, and that one's on a pink background. So maybe next I need to make some pouches again, but after that maybe get some Christmassy project bags on the go. But these are gorgeous. That one is just so stunning, so can't wait to get making with those either. So yeah, I'm gonna, today is, let me get a different view for you. It's very wet and rainy, but today is Wednesday. I'm having a really nice sort of cosy day at home. It's absolutely chucking down, but you can't really see that on the video, take my word for it. So yeah, I'm just having a bit of a gentle day today. Normally I would go to the gym in the mornings, but I was thinking of going later on today, so I'll see if I can be bothered. So I'm going to go and get comfy and put the video together. That will probably take me up to lunchtime. I'm going to make some soup, and this afternoon I'll get back to the sewing. Joshua goes to his dad's on a Wednesday night, so I'll have the evening to myself, which will be really nice. That reminds me I need to get something out of the freezer for my dinner. I'm going to have chilli with rice. Yummy. But look at the colours, so many colours all at once, absolutely beautiful. And that tree is just stunning, and in a few days time I don't think there'll be any leaves left.